Servus and hello! In the next few minutes I will give you a short overview of using Plasma 5 on Debian Testing. So you can see here it really works, which is already good news. And I will show you now how you can get it to work yourself. So what you want is the network install from a minimal CD that you can get on the Debian webpage. And there are different versions of it, but you probably want the AMD64 version. Installation will happen in a sort of text mode style, and you won't install a desktop environment in this installation routine. You rather enable on the live system after installing the testing repository, because this transforms your Debian stable version to Debian Testing. After that, you can finally download the Plasma 5 desktop environment. For example, you can Google or whatever search engine you use, KDE and Debian, and then you will get to a web page of the Debian project where you can find information about using KDE on Debian, and Plasma 5.4 is part of Debian Stretch or Debian Testing, and you can get the KDE full package, which gives you all the KDE apps, or you can follow a more minimal approach and install the KDE standard package with just some base apps. So what I really like about Plasma 5 on Debian is the performance. You can see here the boot up time of my not so pricey, rather old laptop, and I think it's great, while keeping in mind that it doesn't have a SSD. So while it boots up, I can give you a few reasons why I chose to test out Debian Testing with Plasma 5. Before I had Kubuntu on this laptop, but you maybe heard about the controversy of Jonathan Riddle and the Ubuntu Community Council, so I wasn't very happy about that. And then there came the new version of Kubuntu 15.10, which I didn't like at all, at least at the beginning, and because of that I thought I should try out something new. So I tried out Fedora, Manjaro and also OpenSUSE Tumbleweed, but there were always things which I didn't like so much. And because of this I thought, hey, let's try out Debian Testing, give it a shot. And what I like about it is that it's a vanilla KDE Plasma 5 experience, not with huge design changes like for example in Manjaro or also OpenSUSE Tumbleweed. On the other hand, it's sadly not that stable, and I will come to this point later. So as you can see now, it's booted up. And I will start now ksyscard to show you that there are 500 MB of memory in use. And I will also start the kinfo center to again remind you that the hardware on this laptop isn't that great. And also to prove to you that it's really the most recent version of Plasma 5. And also a new kernel and new Qt version. So as I said, the performance is great. And another example where you can test it are web videos. For example, I had really problems playing YouTube videos on Manjaro without hiccups, and here in Debian it just works out of the box, works great. And you can see here I can select up to 1440p without any problems. But performance is not all. Another important topic are the applications which are available. But it is also great on Debian, because as we use Debian Testing, it's just like Debian Stable with another repository. And for example, we try to install GIMP here, and it just works like on Debian Stable, or on Ubuntu. You can use apt-get, for example, to download and install the software. So you can see here, it works. And this of course works also for all the KDE apps. So here for example we try to install KDE Live, and it gets the most recent version of course, because it's the Debian Testing branch. And so it downloads it and installs it. And funny side note, I did this video completely with KDE Live on this Debian system on my laptop. Another important topic for many people is if Steam works, and you can see here it works. You just have to enable the non-free repository in your sources list file. And you can see me here playing some Super Meat Boy. If you look closely, you will notice the black screens from time to time, and this is really a problem of the system and not of a screen recorder or something like this, because they are there also when the screen recorder is deactivated. So, coming to problems. Here you can see, for example, that icons are missing in the dark breeze film, which are available in the normal breeze film. So here you can see a more complete list of all the bugs and problems I encountered. So as I said, there are some icons missing. The next point is that KDE Live crashed often on me while I did this video. The sound applet in the panel sometimes didn't show up. Car mail wasn't saving passwords in the car wallet. The Muon update manager wasn't notifying about new updates. The Muon Discover application wasn't working at all. The Plasma desktop crashed sometimes, so this is a more severe problem, and also the next point is more severe, that KRunner crashed often. And I love KRunner, so I didn't like this bug at all. But the good news is that the Plasma desktop and KRunner are very healthy in this regard, they just restart. Another huge problem is the multi-monitor setups. They work in general, but there's always something going wrong, like the panel is missing or it's on the other screen where it should be. So in total, is it worth it? I will give you a short answer, while in the background you can watch me trying to get multi-monitor setups to work, which is funny in itself, I think. So I think it's worth it for certain people who don't have a problem with rather not so stable software, but like to test out something new and want to have a really interesting system, because there are probably not so many people using Debian Testing now with Plasma 5. And I think it's okay for day-to-day use, as long as you don't have applications or other tasks which need to work 100% of the time. But the more interesting question, I think, is why is there no distribution out with Plasma 5 based on Debian Testing? Because it already now works great, in my opinion, although it's just the testing branch, and it just needs a little bit more polish from somebody who knows how to do distributions to get it ready for the end consumers who don't want to have problems from time to time. So maybe if Jonathan Riddle, you are seeing this video, you could think about, say, why not take this distribution and make a real KDE Plasma 5 reference implementation with it. I would be looking forward to it. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe we see us next time in a new video about KDE or something else.